One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which teaches us to distinguish between what we can and cannot control. According to the Stoic sage, the only things truly within our control are our thoughts, actions, and reactions. Everything else, other people's behavior, external events, and circumstances, lies beyond our influence. When someone disrespects us, our initial instinct may be to try to control their behavior, demanding an apology or insisting that they change their attitude. However, Stoicism teaches us that trying to control others is futile. Instead, we should focus on how we choose to respond. Actionable insight. If you're faced with disrespect, ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? Can I control the other person's actions? No. Can I control my reaction? Absolutely. Instead of getting angry or upset, recognize that the only thing you can change is how you perceive the situation and how you choose to respond. For instance, instead of retaliating or letting your emotions take the wheel, practice mindful awareness. Take a deep breath and choose a response that aligns with your values, such as calmly addressing the disrespect or simply walking away without giving it further attention. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Another Stoic insight that can help us respond with empathy rather than anger is the understanding that the behavior of others is often more about them than it is about us. The Stoics believed that human beings act out of their own internal states, whether that be fear, insecurity, jealousy, or ignorance. Epictetus famously said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them." When someone disrespects you, their behavior might be a reflection of their own struggles or deficiencies, not necessarily a judgment of your worth. Perhaps they are projecting their own unhappiness or dealing with issues they have not addressed. Actionable insight. Instead of taking the disrespect personally, practice empathy. Recognize that the other person's actions are rooted in their own inner world. This understanding can help you avoid taking offense and allow you to respond with greater equanimity. For example, if a colleague snaps at you, rather than reacting in kind, try to consider that they might be under stress or struggling with personal issues. Responding with understanding, not as an excuse for their behavior, but as a means of maintaining your inner peace, can neutralize the impact of their disrespect on you. The Stoics regarded inner peace as the highest good and considered external events, including how others treat us, as indifferent. In their view, no one else has the power to disturb our tranquility unless we allow it. When someone disrespects us, they may momentarily disturb our peace, but it's up to us whether or not we allow that disturbance to persist. One of the best ways to protect your peace is to develop emotional resilience. Rather than letting disrespect trigger a cascade of negative emotions, you can practice detachment and choose not to invest your mental energy in the situation. Actionable insight. Whenever you face disrespect, remind yourself that it's not the event, but your judgment of the event that causes suffering. Take a step back, breathe, and acknowledge that you have the power to maintain your peace despite external provocations. A powerful Stoic practice to adopt in such moments is the idea of preparing for adversity, as Seneca advises. Visualize potential scenarios in which people may disrespect you and mentally rehearse how you would respond calmly and with composure. This negative visualization prepares you for the challenges of life and strengthens your ability to remain unshaken by the behavior of others. The Stoics believed that the ultimate measure of a person's character is how they act in the face of adversity. Virtue, which includes qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, is the only thing worth pursuing for its own sake. External circumstances and the behavior of others are indifferent. It's how we act in response to them that defines our moral character. When confronted with disrespect, responding with virtue means choosing to act in alignment with your principles, rather than reacting based on emotion or ego. This could mean calmly asserting your boundaries, but it could also mean forgiving the person and choosing not to engage with their negativity. Actionable insight. Instead of letting disrespect trigger a cycle of retaliation, ask yourself, what would the wise, virtuous person do in this situation? Responding with wisdom might mean using restraint, showing compassion, or standing firm in your values without resorting to aggression. For instance, if someone insults you, instead of lashing out, you might calmly assert that their words are inappropriate, or you might choose to simply let it go, recognizing that their words don't define you. This demonstrates that you are in control of your actions and not subject to the whims of others. Lastly, one of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is the importance of forgiveness. Holding on to grudges and resentment poisons our own peace of mind. According to Marcus Aurelius, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. In other words, the most powerful way to deal with disrespect is not by seeking revenge, but by refusing to let it affect your character. Forgiveness does not mean condoning the disrespect or excusing the other person's behavior. Rather, it means choosing to release yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. When you forgive, you free yourself from the emotional weight that the other person's actions have imposed on you. Actionable insight. When faced with disrespect, actively choose to forgive. This may not come easily, especially if the disrespect is painful or comes from someone close to you. But remember that forgiveness is an act of self-liberation. It allows you to move forward without being anchored to negative emotions. By forgiving, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of accepting the present moment and letting go of what lies beyond your control. Conclusion: the Stoic path to handling disrespect. Dealing with disrespect is never easy, but by applying Stoic principles, you can transform these challenging experiences into opportunities for personal growth and mastery. Remember, focus on what you can control: your thoughts and actions. Understand that disrespect often comes from the other person's inner turmoil, not from a personal judgment of you. Guard your peace of mind by practicing emotional resilience and detachment. Respond with virtue by acting in alignment with your principles, not reacting from emotion or ego. Practice forgiveness and let go of resentment, freeing yourself from the negative impact of others' actions. By embracing these Stoic teachings, you can build a robust inner strength that enables you to handle disrespect with dignity and wisdom, preserving your peace and maintaining your personal integrity in the face of adversity.